Today's crossword is called Compact Disc. It's by Hex, and you would expect a round grid with a name like Compact Disc, and the fact that I've done it like this is a clue that I have actually done it as a rectangle instead of a round disc. But if you take a look, this is what the grid looks like. It is a round disc, but I couldn't be bothered to do it. You get that theme from me quite a lot. In this disc, each radial word, 1 to 20, is to be entered with its letters in mixed order. To fix the positions of these letters, concentric words are to be entered in rings A to E. The concentric words are clued in order and proceed clockwise, starting from sector 1 in each ring. Some extra music is crammed into this compact disc. That is to say, 5 concentric answers, 1 per ring, and 5 radial answers contain 1 extra letter apiece, so 5 grid spaces will each need to accommodate 2 consecutive letters. Taken from ring A to ring E, these 5 pairs of letters identified the musical instrument featured on the disc. Answer links are not given for the radial clues. That's probably because... Oh, no, because then it would tell us which ones have got the extra thingy in it. 6 clue answers are capitalised, and the answer to 10 is an uncommon term. There we go. So you've gone for the sousaphone, have you? Okay. I'm going to go for the vuvuzela. I mean, that wasn't around... That really hit the headlines at the South Africa World Cup, which I think was going to be 2000 and... Ooh, I want to say 8. No, that's an Olympic year, and FIFA's held in the other ones. So 2010. That's when I want to say the vuvuzela really hit the headlines. Can you let me know what the year was? I think it was 2010. But it'll be in a non-Olympic even year. The world is complicated. Okay, so the radial clues, mostly 5 letters. 5 of them will be 6 letters, and that will help us pin down the extra letters in the arounds. It wasn't 5, 7, 6, and say. I just realised I'm sort of flickering. Because I haven't turned that light on. It's a really weird thing. For some reason... No, I do know why, actually. It's because my light source is... Because it's here and here. It's quite variable. So if I do this, my camera's... Even though it's made for video and streaming, it's quite an expensive camera. It's a rubbish camera. Crosswords again. It flickers quite a bit. But if I put that backlighting on, it just mellows everything out. And it stops it doing it. But I haven't. But I haven't put it on today. And I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of seeing my legs. Let's have a look at... We're going to do the radial clues first. You shall not see my legs. Set time kept by composer. Set time kept by composer. Good evening, Catnip. You haven't missed anything. I've waffled on for quite a while about my rubbish day. Just the fact that I couldn't get my mind in gear today, and just really upsets me when I can't think. T is time. We're going to put that in a composer, and I think I've got it. Oh, and that's 10 letters, you know, Faddy. Faddy could have got it. I know you don't know it. You are going off of 10 letter things that could be thematic. That would work. That is an idea. We shall see. Go for 1. Is that a type of tomato, Sensei? Good evening to you, by the way. Good. How is the weather in California now? Has all the power been restored? It is batch. Yes, it's Bach, but with a T in it. So put the T in Bach, and you get batch. Now we don't know where the B, the A, the T, the C, and the H goes, but for this one and for this one alone, it's going to be B. Actually, I will do it in lowercase to remind me that I don't know. B, A, T, C, and H. That way round. That is going to be 1 down. Proof will we have later. Oh, we're going to have a 7. Well, it's in this instance, it is a 7 down. But here, it is sort of a 7 up. It's 7 up and left. Lalo has trimmed farewell. Lalo has trimmed farewell. Okay, I'm happy with this. Give this a few seconds. Why is the T in capitals? Because I'm a muppet. Got too excited. That's why. Tied in my mind wasn't in it. I'm also trying to surreptitiously get the cans, which I realise are behind my monitor over there. Trying to get that without you noticing. Go for 2, but what I will say for 2 is... Bing! It's my favourite. It's a hidden. It's hidden in Lalo Has. It's aloha, and that is a greeting. Not alpha. Interesting. In a debate, answers puzzle about Beethoven's Fourth. In a debate, answers puzzle about Beethoven's Fourth. Beethoven's Fourth is T. And that's just a nice musical way of cluing the letter T. A puzzle, a clue. No. In a debate, answers, like you respond. Rebut. Oh, hang on. Rebuts. Yes, here we go. Here we go. This is a sneaky one. They are not all 5 letters, Catnip. 5 of them are going to be 6 letters because they're going to cram 2 letters into 1 square. And this is one of them. This is a rebus, which is a puzzle, sort of like a word puzzle. Put the rebus about the T and get rebuts. So I will put... We don't know where it's going to go, but I'm going to put rebuts up there. Buts. Musical notes, right for a swinger's catchy line. Musical notes, right for a swinger's catchy line. I feel like it's going to be like a trapeze person, like that sort of swinger. Musical notes, do's, rays, me's, fars. Oh, hang on, right for a. So we're going to take out an A and put an R in. Do, re, mi, fa. So, la, ti, and we're back to do. So what if it's not one of those? What if it's... what if it's like... Americans call... We call them quavers, crotchets, semi-crotchets, hemi, demi, semi-quavers. We call them all that. And I think you call them quarter, eighth. That sort of thing. But you must have like breves or... I'm not getting it. But yeah, there will always be 5 or 6 letters, kind of. Not getting it, but I'll move on to 5. Organ contains round item that's breathtaking. Organ contains round item that's breathtaking. I feel like this is up to do with the lungs in some way, because you take your breath with the lungs. But organ, so heart or lung, or so a 4 or 5 letter organ, and we're going to put the letter O in it. Liver, spleen, duodenum, organ. I mean, yes, Arch, let's just ignore that. Look, over there, a distraction, look! Is it working? Is it? I think no one's noticed that I'm getting the cans. I don't think anyone's noticed. Oh, I can't reach the other one. There we are. No one noticed. 6. Idols acquiring Autry's original spurs. I assume there's a composer called Autry, or there's some form of musical connection for that. Idol acquiring Autry's original, so that'll be A. We're going to put that in an idol. Spurs, I think, is the definition. Idol. Oh. Yes. I've got 6. Yes. Arch Davison has got 6. I might have to see if he actually can provide the goods as well. Oh, I nearly said it there. Go for it, Arch. Okay. Oh, there is an incentive. Let's goad. It's goads, yes. So gods are idols. Or God apostrophe S is idol apostrophe S. Autry's original is A, put that in there, and if you spur someone on, you goad them. I will, whilst I remember, going to put an asterisk there so that we know that we've got an extra letter in one of these cells. Which one is it? Well, the next clue is sort of 7 that. Let's get the right one. Sort of 7 that. So if this is 7 up, this next clue is 7 that. No, he's threatening me with a Sports Direct mug. To be fair, I need a good bath. Latin Jazzmaster stirred teen up. Okay. Is this a 6-letter one? And is it an anagram of teen up? And is it the name of a person? Because I think it's going to be a Latin Jazzmaster that is an anagram of teen up. Is there a penute? Or a tenupe? Or a nepute? Or a nutepe? Or a Pete New? 7 Southeast. That sounds like a railway. Latin. Latin could be L. Up teen girl. Da 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 da. First letter, please, from those of you who get it, have got this. P. I mean, penute. Petune. Is it petune? Go for the second letter. Probably be a P. E. P-U. Poutine? Poutine, like that. I mean, the Canadian dish, make your own joke. Third letter if it isn't that, because I'm assuming that I've got the right wordplay. And that it's just working out who this person is. Yes, I know, Hollow, yes. Oh, dear. Puente. That's why you said get to the point. Because I'm assuming puente means point. There we go, puente. So we have an extra letter somewhere in here. Tito Puente. Bit of sexy stuff in Beat It. Bit of sexy stuff in Beat It. It means bridge. Ah. Bit of sexy stuff in Beat is okay. Now hang on. Is it a hidden? I feel like I should be able to get this, but I'm gonna come back to it. Gonna come back to it. Yes, and Ponte Vecchio in Italian Ponte. Judge tempo right. Judge tempo right. Okay, I think I've got this one. I think I've got 9. Go for 9 in the chat. My answer starts with R, I hope. I did. I'll do that in a second once I've typed in this one. Judge tempo right. The tempo is a speed or a rate. And right is R. So I think a judge is a rater. That's what I think is going on. And I'll tell you what, I will put 3 and 7 in there. Just so I know which clues it is. Scale for soprano as mum. Scale for soprano as mum. Mum. Scale for soprano. Soprano is S. Pro is 4. As could be like. Oh, hang on. I'm wondering if it's not scale as in the musical scale, but to scale, to ascend, to climb. So I'm currently wondering about ascend and climb. But I'm not spotting it, so I'm going to move on. 11. Oh yeah, 10 is it. Thank you, I'd forgotten the 10 was unusual. Headed jump. Headed jump. Yes, got 11. It is a double definition, is 11. Give it a few seconds. My tooth still feels weird from my dental appointment on Monday. It was a filling, but it was a very big filling. And I think he's built the tooth back up bigger than it was before. And so whilst it's still slightly sore, it's weird because, you know, I'm touching it when I wouldn't normally touch it before. It's very subtly bigger than it was before. Go for 11. I know he wasn't too happy with having to do such a big filling because I heard him complaining afterwards when he thought I couldn't hear. I'd gone down to reception to book another appointment, not this time at 2:30. It is bound, correct. If you're headed somewhere, you're bound, and if you jump, you bound. But there was a long queue at reception, and so he just kept complaining. I could hear him upstairs complaining. Oh God, that one took forever. Just like, yes, we won't say anything about that. Beetle not finished with Kiss singer Annie. Okay, this is... Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this one. I do like that they've put as many musical references into the clues that they could. So this is good. Beetle not finished with Kiss singer Annie. I'm going to go, woo, woo. This has got 6 letters, this answer. I will tell you that. Go for 12, everyone who has got it. Catnip, I think it is. I think it's I don't think the tooth is swollen, but I do think that the fact that the gum is still slightly sore doesn't help things. It's Lennox, Annie Lennox. Beetle is Lennon, not finished, take off the last letter, and Kiss can be represented by the letter X. So that is Lennox. And that goes there. Take a rest in the middle of dancing facility. Take a rest in the middle of dancing facility. Now, I want it to be a hidden, but it isn't. Now, take a rest. Sit. Pause in the middle of dancing facility. A dancing facility would be a nightclub or a dance floor or a hall, dance hall. The middle of dancing is C. Facility could be, you know, something that... facility could be ease. That's what I'm currently thinking, as in the ease with which someone did something. The easiness, the facilityness. Dancing. In the middle of dancing is C. Take a rest. In is in. The middle of dancing is C. And then what would facility be for 2 letters? Take a rest. Don't know. Going to come back to that one. Jolson's ironclad. Wrong. Okay, now luckily I know who Jolson is in this instance. Jolson's ironclad. Wrong. I have got this one. Go for 14. I assume that I've said something really important, Faddy and Arch, and and that I've not spotted it, and I've said the thing and I've wandered away from it. It's not false, but it is false. Ironclad is a lovely way of saying... Oh, don't do that. It's a lovely way of saying put FE round things. Because it is literally clad in FE or iron. Owls, so it's Al Johnson. So Al's, ALS, in the middle of iron, FE. And wrong is false. Fats Waller's finale adopted by boys. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a fun clue. Fats Waller's finale adopted by boys. I've got this one as well. Go with 15 as and when you get it. That's just a nice surface to make it musical. Waller's finales are, and boys are lads. Let's put R in that. You get lards, and those are fats. 16. A leader in blues cut short over and over. A leader in blues cut short over and over. A leader in blue. So it's A and B. Cut short. Maybe over. Oh, yes, it is. Go for 16. It is exactly where I was going. A is A. The leader in blues is B. I'm going to cut short the first over. and we get a second over above. A is A, B is B, over without the last letter above. Composer transposed blue Oz. Well, it's not Berlioz. It's going to be an anagram of this, isn't it? This feels like a 6. Composer transposed blue Oz. Now, is there a composer that's an anagram of blue Oz? I'm sure there must be. I'm pretty good on my classical music, but Zobule, blouse with a Z, Boluse. I feel like it's going to start with B. First letter, please. Belzu, Zelbu, B. Okay. My guess before you give me the second letter is, yeah, Belzu. Is it Belzu? If not, second letter, please. Okay, Bozule. Bozule is my second guess. If that is incorrect, give me the third letter. Bules? Bules? No. Boulez-vous. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay. It's just not a composer that I've heard of. But I knew how it was going to work. It was going to be an anagram blue Oz. No. No. I'm assuming Sensei's on the delay. I hope Sensei's on the delay. Is it Boulez? Oh, right. It's just no to the singing. MC at a square dance returned holding one flower. MC is probably going to be that as MC. At a, or maybe DJ. At a square dance returned. So something's going to be backwards holding the letter I for 1. And we're going to get a flower. Meredith likes my singing. Therefore, I shall do more when you least expect it. And also when I least expect it, to be fair. Don't... Oh, hang on. 17. Boulez. I love a good creme brulee. Not getting 18. 19. Long locks covering Gluck's head. A hairy problem. Okay. Gluck's head, G. And we're going to have locks or long locks covering G for a hairy problem. The hairy problem is going to be the definition. A hairy problem. Dandruff. Chewing gum in there. I once got chewing gum stuck in my hair. Yeah, I did. I seem to remember it wasn't my fault, but I'm not entirely certain. But it had to get cut out. It was about here. This was just last week. No, I was a teen. I get. My gut tells me that it was not my fault, but knowing me, it entirely could well have been. Long locks, tresses, plaits. Now, locks isn't necessarily hair. It might be like a Yale, which I don't think it will be. A hairy problem. A yeti. Would you describe a yeti as a hairy problem? Hairy problem. A molting cat. Ugh, I absolutely adore cats. But, the cat hair. 20 across. Make a harsh sound terrific for an audience. Make a harsh sound terrific for an audience. So, it's going to be a word that sounds like it means terrific. Make a harsh sound. Rasp. Great. Great. G-R-A-T-E, and that sounds like great. G-R-E-A-T. For 20. Okay, so we've got lots of these. I think what I'm actually going to quickly do is put the rest up here just that we can always see them. Goads 720. I will regret the way I'm doing this, but never mind. I regret a lot of things. Rater 11 bound. 12 is Lennox, so we don't need that. 14 is false. No, don't do it like that. False. 15 Lars. I mean, hopefully we will just be able to put them in once we've got some of the radial clues. We should be able to just start slotting things in. Shush, 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 shush. Okay. Here we go. Now, of course, these are all going to be sets of 21 letters. We don't know where the extra letters are going to go yet. Musical instrument for dope in benefit. Musical instrument for dope in benefit. Trumpet. Piano. So a dope. Dope, I want to be an ass or an oaf. So a musical instrument with ass in it. Raid phrase. A benefit. Don't know. I don't know this one, so I'm gonna have to come back to it. Let's go with. I'm assuming, based on what you're saying in the chat, that it's trumpet, but I can't work out why. I mean rump, but no. Okay, it's not. I can't think of any musical instruments with ass in them. Brasses. No. Hang on, a benefit is a plus. A surplus? No, I don't know. I'll come back to it. Massachusetts petitions about Queen's dance events. Massachusetts petitions about Queen's dance events. Okay. So a dance event is going to be like a ball or a gala or a soiree. What if it's soirees? So Massachusetts could be MA, but I feel like it's going to be Massachusetts petition. So it's going to be the way that you would say like asks, maybe. Masks. Like masks. Hang on. Okay, it's not that. Massachusetts is MA. It's masks. There's your masked balls. Why is that? Oh, because you're actually there. Okay. Masks. Here we go. So Queen, QU is in there. Mazes. Massachusetts is MA. Petitions. Okay, it's asks, but it sounds like it. It's definitely masks, but I can't work out why. MA for Massachusetts. Swez with a Q in it. What's Swez? Petitions. Sues. What's Swez? Oh no. It's okay, no one saw it. Hits, so that goes somewhere in there, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it starts either here or here. The Suez Canal, exactly. There's no M here, so I don't think there's no M in Puente, so it's got to start here. So that, I think our double up is going to be somewhere in here. 8. So yeah, he's going for it. Don't know why. 12. Do we have 12? Lennox. Yeah, that could be Lennox. 11. We've got bound. That could go there. So that's a possible. I don't know what. Move that all along. Oh no, then it ruins everything else. Oh dear. I worry about me. A hits sound breaks up a Los Angeles country band. A hits sound. So like splat, thud, wham. Wham's a band, but it's not that one. Breaks up a Los Angeles. Oh, is it Alabama? Because it's BAM. A hit, a BAM breaks up a Los Angeles. So ALA for a Los Angeles. Put a BAM in that and you get Alabama. Okay. That can be that. The B can't go in there. The B can go in there. Except for the fact that it won't. M. So that's Alabama. We know that that's not there. MASQUE. Nah, that's fine. When something breaks, I will start squidging things up. B. Visitor's wild shout about musical transition. Oh, okay. 10 letters. So it's going to be a musical transposition. No, it's way too many letters. I'll come to that in a second. Visitor. ETs. Wild shout about musical transition. Try to work out what wild is doing. Is that anagramming shout? Is it anagramming visitor? I feel like visitor might be the definition. So anagram of shout about some form of like a key change. And we will get a visitor. No. Okay, so let's have a look. 8, 9 can have an A, can't have an S. 10, we don't know. 11 can't have a Q. Because it's there. So therefore the Q, it can have a U. So we know that that's either, is that M? We don't know. 9 is rater, so it can't go there. So I think we know it must be SQ in there. And then that gives us everything else. Good evening, Awesome Possum. I'm so sorry. Well, if you could just go back at time, be born on a different day and then come back, that should fix everything for you. So, I think that's going to work for that. Just false, that works. Lards, that works. Above, that works. So they're basically downs have to be entered as an anagram if you're just joining me. Great, works. Good. Soprano Moffos collecting 50 records. Soprano Moffos collecting 50 records. Is there someone called Moffo? Someone Moffo? If so, let me know in the chat. Because we're going to put an L in it, and it probably means records. So, or records or tapes. So it's just working. Happy birthday to your mother, Manic. Annals then is going to be the thing. Annals will be the thing because it's Anna's. Put an L in that and you get annals, which are records. That is going to go somewhere. So there's your 10. So it could start here. 11 we know was bound, but there is no A in bound. So therefore that's an N. So we know that everything after this is normal. And in fact, I think we know that that A must go there. We know that this one must have the bunch up. Playing bugle is swell. Playing bugle is swell. Yep, happy with that. Give that a few seconds. 16, yep, that works. And it works with 20 as well. Go for B3. It's the funky wonky bugle boy. It's bulge. It's an anagram of bugle because it is playing and becomes bulge. Returned drunk. Oh, so I know that there is a thing there, and I know there's a thing there. So I know that there's. I know where the. I'd forgotten that I know where the double letters must go. Of course. That should be helpful. Returned drunk with the Spanish singers. Returned drunk with the Spanish singers. 5 letters. The Spanish is either L or La. If you're drunk, you're inebriated, hot. Would you be? With the Spanish, and then we get singers. Could the be ELS in any way? No, because returned drunk. Sup. I'm just laughing at Gloob. Oh, I should be able to get that. Again, I will come back for a lot of these, but for now I'm going to just sit here and sulk. A high-pitched voice keeps M quavering. A high-pitched voice keeps M quavering. A high-pitched voice keeps M quavering. First of all, I was wondering if it was an anagram of M keeps after maybe V for voice. And then you'd get a high-pitched as the definition, but that doesn't really feel good as a definition. I would just have high-pitched as the definition, so I don't think it's that. A is probably A. High-pitched voice. Trying to remember. Is it castrato? That would work. A high-pitched voice would be a castrato, but we need something shorter because we're going to put EM in it and we're going to get quavering, so they're sort of wobbling, you know, shaking, hesitating. These are all ending in ing. Quavering, hesitant, emittent. No, don't know that one either. 3. More than cool kind of jazz with brio. Now, brio means bravery, doesn't it? Is it going to be an anagram of jazz with brio? I don't think so, but let's give that a go. And then it could mean more than cool, and that's just a horrible set of letters. So I don't think it is that. More than cool. Frigid. Subarctic. Kind of jazz. What kind of jazz? Scat is a kind of jazz, isn't it? With brio, guts, nerve, balls. Is brio style? British? So get out, Sean. You may be right, but get out. Brio. I'm going to look up what brio means. It's not a type of cheese. Liveliness, spirit, vivacity. Okay. So elan, or energy, or vim, vigour, pep. No, don't know. Panache, great word. Maybe that's a definition. But I don't... Vivacity. No. Okay, C. That went well. D. Greek drummers starting group associated with Dylan. Greek drummers starting group associated with Dylan. I mean, I'm thinking Bob Dylan, but it probably isn't that. Dylan Thomas. Dylan from the Magic Roundabout. It's not going to. Now, Greek drummer. What is that about? Greek could be GR. Drummers starting group is either going to be G or starting drummer is going to be D. Drummer. Is it going to be the name of a Greek drummer? Like... Oh, hang on. No, I don't know. had an answer that's a person that's 3-4. Could be Axl Rose, but I don't think it is them. Starting group be the A team. With Dylan. Your starting group is your A team. Associated with is RE. But 8. No, don't know. Colour of linen for Motley Crue. I'm just going to go with this one. It's ecru. That is ecru. Motley can be an anagram indicator. Crew, anagram of that. It's ecru. So that is going to go. Could go here. That is. It's either here. Or here. Or here. Or there. But it's somewhere around here. No, do that again. Somewhere around there. In some of those squares. Formerly part of concertos. Go for 3. Go for 3. Oh, that's not the last clue. That's not going to... Yeah, 7, 4, 4. Okay, it's somewhere over here. Fine. But go for 3. It's my favourite. It's a hidden. 2 spotted. 2 spotted hiddens. It's part of concertos. It's once. So if that is 7, can we get ecru there? E, C. There's no C in rater. There is an R though, and there is an E, but there is an R. So I think that's my guess. Hey Ace. I think that's right. So we at 10 we haven't got, 8 we haven't got, 7 could work. It is a good clue. Once should then fit because we've already had our squished letter. So 11 that works. 12 that does work. 13 works. Okay, well we don't know. 14 false. That does work. Okay, good. And next up, long-legged flapper changed octave. Long-legged flapper changed octave. It's got to be an anagram of. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it is an anagram of octave. Go for it. Oh yes, it could work like that. But the E, either way, goes into the square 7. It's an avocet. That is that. Let's put that in there. That is your anagram of octave, and that's looking pretty good to me in terms of crossings. 20 works. 18 we don't know. 19 we don't know. But 16 and 15 above is working, which is quite important. So that's good. Last one. Guthrie's following 4/4 time. With Santana. Well, it's Carlos Santana. And it's Arlo Guthrie. So, how does that C might be right. Guthrie following 4/4. I want 4/4 is common time, so I'm wondering if it's 4/4 is C. Okay. And it's Guthrie's, so it's Arlo's. So there's where the S comes from. That is Carlos. So CAR. We do know that it can't be the squidged because there's no in rebuts. There's no L, so that is just Carlos there. Absurd situations with bovine in marches. Absurd situations with bovine in marches. So bovine, cow, bull. Absurd situations, farces, bull. With bovine in marches. We're going to put a bovine, a cow, in marches. Walks, struts, plods. Needs to have a couple of vowels in it. Treks. The QE2. First letter, please. Let's go with this, because this will really help for some things later on. P. Second letter. Pratfalls. March. Is an ass a bovine? It's not, is it? It's an equine. Marches. They're protests as well, aren't they? Those marches. Next letter, please. Absurd situations. Bovine. Next. Oh my goodness. Marches. Parables. Paraphrases. Paracows. Parades. Okay. So it's going to be parades. There's our marches. So I just need to put a two-letter, an ox. Paradoxes. Oh, I was nowhere near with the bovine there, was I? Okay, paradoxes. 7 can't be in that, so we know we've got P-A-R-A. We know it's not that one. D. Can it be? There you go. There's Lennox. Paradoxes. And that gives us an L here. Child's toy with a rapper's face makes low note. Child's toy with a rapper's face makes low noise. What is that? We should be able to get that in a minute. Child's toy. Yo-yo. Or a doll. Yeah, it's doll. Go for 3. If I tell you it's doll, that'll help. A is A. Rapper's face. The first letter of rapper is R. Dollar. That is a low note. Excuse me. So false, we can put that in now. Lards, we can put that in. Above, we can put that in. We know that that needs to have 2 letters in. We don't know what that is yet, but it's probably freezing. That's more than cool. Here we go. So, zing. There's your energy. He's got your zing. And a kind of jazz must be free jazz. So that's more than cool. That's freezing. So that is that. So 20 we've got. 19. What is that? Mange? It is a hairy problem. Mange is a hairy problem. Now, long locks, mane. Covering Gluck's head, G. There you go. So mane around G for mange. Scilla? Lilac. Has to be lilac because that's your flower. So, MC at a square dance, that must be the call. And it's return, so it's going backwards about 1. You need the call to tell you what to do. Yeah, absolutely. So there's your lilac. Boule. Above lards. False. Okay, 13. We've got a lot of the letters, but not necessarily in the right order. I can get rid of all that now. Take a rest in the middle of dancing facility. Take a rest in the middle of dancing facility. All it just looks like the word sauce. I mean, if you take a rest, you sit. Is it a hidden in? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Cease or something like that? Cease. Okay. If you cease, you take a rest. Now, why is it this, and what did I say earlier? Dancing facility is ease, and the mid... Oh no, it's the middle of dancing is C, and facility is ease, and yeah. Oh, what a muppet. CEASE, so it's an E that goes there. 11. Oh, we could do that, that's fine. Scale for soprano as mum. So we know it's a 6-letter one, and we know that SQU are 3 letters. So it's probably going to be... Do we know that? Have I... As is as. So it's going to have to be a scale for a soprano. And I need a mum that's like... that? What is an asquack? I mean, a soprano could be callous. As mum. So if the as goes afterwards, this is tense. This isn't. This is an unusual word. Oh dear. Go for it in the chat. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to look it up. Scale. Oh my goodness, squama. That is not a word that I've heard of. So, soprano is S. No. Where does squaw come from? I'm absolutely confused. Mum is ma. Fine. Qua is as? Why is qua as? That is not something I've come across before. Squama is a scale-like structure, a thin plate of bone. So it's a scale. It's a scale as well. Sine qua. Oh, okay, blimey. Okay. Put an M there, though. Right, let's have a look at C, the middle one, because we know it ends mble. Tremble. Hang on. Tremolo or something like that? A high-pitched voice keeps M quavering. Oh, a treble. And it's M, not EM, but the letter M, because EM could represent M phonetically. So that's put the letter M in treble for tremble. Okay, so that has to go there. There may be a second letter there, but that goes there. So let's look at 9. We know that's rater, so we can put that there. 8. Bit of sexy stuff in beat it. Bit of sexy stuff in beat it. Why is tremble so short at 7 letters, isn't it? Was it not? Was it an 8-letter word? Oh, a tremble. Then if something is quavering, it is a tremble. Yes, you're quite right. So can we have... Nope, the A goes there. Bit of sexy stuff in beat it. Cream? Do you beat cream? You don't beat cream, do you? You whip it. Crom. Gonna come back to that one. 7. So we know this is puente, and we got the P, the T, and the E. So we either got UE and N, or U and EN. 6 got goads, organ. Yeah, we need to focus back on the acrosses. So the Greek drummer's starting group associated with Dylan, that now ends in E. No, I need more help. Ooh, I need help. Ah. Right. Let's go with A1 because I know quite a few of you have got it. Musical instrument. And we know it starts with either A, B, H or T. For dope in benefit. A boon is a benefit. Bassoon. Bassoon. He's got it. Didn't know where to put my ass. That was what the problem was. Bassoon. Okay. Let's take this one by one. Rebuts. B-A-S. Okay. That. So it's just going to be the S of rebuts there. S-O-O-N. So, we knew it was 7. Okay, fine, just fill it in. Yes, I'd forgotten that I had it there. So we got this one and this one. Ah, we can now fill that in. That goes there. And this one is the other one. Bassoon. So, B. Visitors' wild shout about musical transition. Hint, please, for this one. I am doing terribly today. I am so sorry. U, E... Oh, that can't be right. It's got to be a pair of letters next to each other, doesn't it? P. So have I done something wrong? Oh, UE. Yeah, of course. I was thinking about the other... Oh, dear. Wow, I'm so sorry. Right. Hint for visitors wild shout about musical transition. Oh, it could be an anagram of musical, of course. Wild shout. Ole! Visitor. So I feel like it's going to be unt. Or ust. But probably an N or an S. A spare room is useful. House guest. Yes, because it's your anagram of shout. H-O-U-S. And then there's the T. The sag. A sag is a musical transition. House guest. So it's sag. That's a musical transition in an anagram of shout. Sag. I don't know how it's said. Returned drunk with the Spanish singers. There's 5 letters. So we know that there's 2 here. R, E, B, U, T, and S. We actually know that it's got to go like that. This is where I find out I've done it wrong. But I think the only 2 letters still together are the E and the B. Oh, the rebuts is hang on, are they all going back? No, they're not. I thought they were all just going up, but they're not. Rebuts must go in like that. So D. D. No, yes, D. So it's 3. The last letter of which is E. B. So it's the edge or the ball. Greek drummers starting group associated with Dylan. Well, if it's Bob Dylan, it would be Bobby. First letter, please, of this one. And the next letter, please, because I'm assuming it's the Greek. The Bono. Yeah, it's the what? The babe, the baby, the body. Associated with Dylan. I don't know enough about Bob Dylan. Group so it's group associated with Dylan. That's probably the definition. Bob Dylan and the Bats. I don't know. Greek drummer. Next letter, please. Greek drummers. Is Bob the only Dylan? No. Greek in 6 letters. Thebes. And drummers starting would be D. The beds. Would it be D in there? The beds? Why would it be Bob Dylan and the Beds? A person from a person from Thebes would be a Theban. So a Greek would be a Theban, and drummers and the band. That's such a generic name, and in fact, that's so generic. It was in an Only Connect question. Now that I remember it, yeah, it's called the band. I had no idea. I wouldn't have ever been able to tell you that. Yeah. Okay. So we now know that one is batch. So we need an A here. So this is for this. Returned drunk with the Spanish singers. This is Aloha. We don't know this one yet. We don't know this one. Return drunk with the Spanish. So there's the Spanish. So a drunk is a sot. There we go. A drunk is a sot. And then you got the Spanish. So sot, LA, all returned, and you get altos for the singers. There we go. Now, how did we have to read it? Answer lengths are not given in that. Okay. Taken from ring A to ring E. So it is not the concertina. It is essentially something that is very similar to it. It is the squeeze box. That's what we've found. The squeeze box. And that is compact disc by Hex. Finish the radials. So musical notes. Lars, right must be so. Right then, so. So Lars and so, that's your catchy line, a lasso. Organ, that's nose, contains another O for an item that's breathtaking. Now there's a definition. Wow. 8, sexy bit of stuff in Beat It. So Beat It just means scram. Bit of sexy is S, and if you stuff, you cram. There you go. So that is scram with Beat It. That is that. You get another fanfare.